The fire that was meant to destroy him became the fire that made him unbreakable. This is the story of a boy who was told he would never be strong. A boy who discovered that weakness was just strength waiting to be forged. Listen carefully. This story might change your life. Long ago, in a village surrounded by mountains, there lived a boy named Kiran. But this was no ordinary village. This was a village of warriors. Every man carried a sword. Every boy trained to fight. Strength was everything. And Kiran? Kiran was born weak. While other boys lifted heavy stones, Kiran struggled to carry water. While other boys wrestled and fought, Kiran sat alone, watching from a distance. His arms were thin. His body was frail. His spirit was broken before it even had a chance to rise. But that was not the worst part. The worst part was his father. You see, Kiran's father was not a warrior. He was a blacksmith. In a village of swords and glory, the blacksmith was the lowest of all. The man who made weapons, but never used them. The man covered in soot and sweat, while others wore armor and honor. Every single day, the warrior's sons would find Kiran. They would circle him like wolves. Look at him, they laughed. Son of fire and smoke, your father plays with metal. Our fathers conquer kingdoms. You will never be a real man, Kiran. Never. And Kiran? He believed them. He went home each night and looked at his thin arms. He looked at his father, covered in ash, hammering iron in the dark forge, and he felt shame. Deep, burning shame. He wished he had a different father. He wished he had a different life. He wished he was someone else. Little did he know that everything he was ashamed of would one day save his life. Years passed. Kiran grew older, but not stronger. The other boys became young warriors. They trained with real swords now. They wore armor. They dreamed of battle and glory. Kiran still sat in the shadows. He helped his father sometimes, pumping the bellows, carrying coal. But he never watched the work. He never cared. To him, the forge was a prison, a reminder of everything he was not. One evening, Kiran sat outside the forge, staring at the stars. His father came and sat beside him. For a long moment, neither spoke. Then his father said quietly, "You hate this life, don't you?" Kiran didn't answer. His father nodded slowly. "I understand." "No, you don't," Kiran whispered. "You don't know what it's like. To be weak, to be mocked, to be nothing." His father looked at him with sad eyes. "You are not nothing, my son." "Then what am I?" Kiran's voice cracked. "Look at me. I can't fight. I can't lead. I can't even lift a sword. What good am I?" His father was silent for a long time. Then he stood up. "One day you will understand. One day you will see." Kiran watched his father walk back to the forge. He didn't understand. He thought he never would. Then came the night that changed everything. It started with screams. Kiran woke to the sound of chaos. Fire. Everywhere fire. He ran outside and saw warriors running. But they were not attacking. They were running away. Enemy soldiers had come in the night. Hundreds of them. Armed. Deadly. Merciless. The village warriors, so proud, so strong, were falling one by one. Kiran saw the chief's son, the one who mocked him most, lying in the dirt, defeated. He saw warriors he had admired his whole life begging for their lives. The village was burning. People screamed his name. Children cried. The world was ending. And Kiran? Kiran ran. He didn't know where he was going. His legs just moved. His heart pounded so loud he could hear nothing else. He ran through the smoke. He ran past the flames. And suddenly, he found himself standing in front of his father's forge. The one place he never wanted to be. But tonight, it was the only place left. He stumbled inside. And there was his father, standing calm, standing still. In his hands was a sword. Not just any sword, the most beautiful sword Kiran had ever seen. It gleamed in the firelight, perfect, powerful, alive. His father looked at him. "Kiran, take this sword. Fight." Kiran stepped back. "Father, are you mad? We need to run. We need to hide. There is nowhere to run. Then we die." "No." His father's voice was firm. "You fight." Kiran's whole body trembled. I can't fight. I've never been able to fight." His eyes filled with tears. "Father, I am weak. I have always been weak. You know this. Everyone knows this." He fell to his knees in the soot and ash. "I am not strong enough. I never was. I never will be." His father put down the sword. Slowly, he knelt beside his son. The fire roared outside. The screams continued. But in that moment, there was only a father and his son. His father picked up a piece of raw iron from the ground. He held it in front of Kiran's face. "Do you see this?" Kiran looked at it. Just a dull, ugly piece of metal. Worthless. "Yes. What is it?" "Iron. Just iron." His father nodded. "Weak iron, soft iron, useless iron." He stood and walked to the forge, still burning hot. He threw the iron into the fire. "Watch." The iron began to glow. Red, orange, white. His father pulled it out with tongs. Then he picked up his hammer, and he struck. Clang, again. Clang. Sparks flew. The metal screamed. His father spoke as he worked. "This iron is burning right now." Clang. "It is being beaten." Clang. "It is in pain." Clang. He plunged it into water. Steam hissed. He put it back in fire. Then pulled it out and struck again. Clang. 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 Most people see this and think I am destroying it. He paused and looked at Kiran. But I am not destroying it. I am making it. Clang. Every blow removes weakness. Clang. Every fire burns away what is not needed. Clang. Every fold makes it stronger than before. He held up the metal. It was no longer ugly. It was becoming a blade. His father set down the hammer. He walked to Kiran and knelt again. "My son, look at me." Kiran looked into his father's eyes. "Do you understand now? Do you see?" He gripped Kiran's shoulders. "Life has been doing the same thing to you." Kiran's breath stopped. "Every insult you suffered, every tear you cried, every night you felt worthless." His father's voice grew stronger. "Those were not punishments. Those were hammer blows. Every time you felt like you were burning inside, every time you felt broken, every time you wanted to quit, that was the fire forging you." Tears streamed down Kiran's face. His father pulled him close. "You look at yourself and see weakness. I look at you and see a blade being made. You are not weak, my son. You never were. You are being forged. And tonight, the forging is complete." He pressed the sword into Kiran's hands. A sword does not know its strength when it hangs on the wall. A sword knows its strength when it is used in battle. Tonight is your battle. Rise, my son. Rise and show the world what the fire has made. Something shifted in Kiran's chest, something that had been building for years. All the pain, all the shame, all the silent suffering. It did not disappear. It transformed. He felt it surge through him, not anger. Something deeper. Strength. True strength. He stood up. He gripped the sword. It felt like it was made for his hands, because in a way, it was. He walked to the door of the forge. The village was chaos. Fire everywhere. Enemies everywhere. But Kiran did not see enemies. He saw his test. He stepped out into the flames. A soldier ran at him. Kiran moved without thinking. The sword sang. The soldier fell. Another came. Then another. Kiran was not the best fighter. He was not the fastest or the strongest. But he did not stop. He could not be stopped. Because he understood now. He was not fighting despite his pain. He was fighting with it. Every blow he had ever taken had prepared him for this moment. He gathered the survivors, the old men, the women, the children, the wounded. "Follow me," he said. And they did. Because when a man knows his worth, others can see it too. They fought through the night. They saved who they could. By dawn, the enemy retreated. The village was damaged. Many were lost. But the village survived. Because of the blacksmith's son, years passed. The weak boy became a leader. His body grew strong, but that was not what made him powerful. What made him powerful was what the fire had built inside him. When young men came to him feeling weak and hopeless, he would show them his father's forge. He would hold up a piece of raw iron, and he would say the same words his father once said to him. "You think you are weak, but you are just unfinished. You think the pain is destroying you, but it is making you. Stop fighting the fire. Let it do its work. Because hard times don't destroy strong men. Hard times create them. Friends, remember this. You are not broken. You are being forged. Every struggle is a hammer blow. Every failure is fire. And one day, you will look back and understand. The pain was never your enemy. It was your maker. Now rise. Your battle is waiting.